I just heard the news that ESPN, part of their massive uh, job cuts, ESPN, ABC, Disney, as part of their cut of 7,000 jobs, massive layoffs. I don't know which round this is. They said it would be like three rounds of basically layoffs, three segments. So I don't know if this is the second. Um, I don't know if this is the second period when it comes to laying off people, but you know, people that were cut today uh, were Jalen Rose, Jeff Van Gundy, and Max Kellerman. Uh, all three of them men have been with the network combined pretty much over 30 years of experience off and on. So that's very interesting that they decided to release those dudes and Keyshawn Johnson too. Do I think that Jalen Rose will find himself another job? More than likely, because Jalen Rose, whether you agree with him or not, he has a lot of talent and he's good at what he does. And Max Kellerman, same thing with Max Kellerman, whether you like him or not. Um, Max Kellerman is good at what he does. Of course, I've interviewed Max Kellerman, a few times, so he's been on my channel before. So, um, you don't like to hear about these kind of things because at the end of the day, these guys have families to feed. But let's just keep it real. At the same time, Jalen Rose is a millionaire. Jalen Rose made like over $60 million as an NBA player, more than that maybe, and probably he took care of his money. Jalen Rose is probably worth at least over $100 million, and I'm pretty sure Max Kellerman is worth millions of dollars, and then Jeff Van Gundy is worth millions of dollars. But at the same time, you don't like to hear about a guy, losing their job. But I don't think neither one of these guys is, headed for Section 8 housing or going to be applying for welfare anytime soon or government assistance. So, they'll be fine. A lot of people are wondering why Malika Andrews get to keep her job. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is the second or the third wave of yeah, that's the correct person. That's the correct terminology. Um, I don't know if this is the second or the third wave. I think this is the second, and then they may be one more, and then that may be it for right now. Now, keep in mind, they do have the option to bring these people back. Yeah, yeah, they'll be fine. Jalen Rose is fine. Jalen Rose doesn't have to ever work again. To be honest with you, he made millions of dollars as an NBA player. This was just his stat. Actually, this was like the ESPN money was like his, quote unquote fund money, his stack money. So yeah, he'll be okay. And like I said, Jeff Van Gundy made a lot of money as a coach, and Max Kellerman, he'll be fine. But I do think they'll resurface now. Like I said, Malika Andrews, I think she's life's greatest mystery why she still has her job. But then at the same time, they're trying to put her in a position where she can have a lot of pool. But eventually, it may not work. Now, like I told you before, ESPN did something. ESPN did something that I found very peculiar. When ESPN was in the midst of when they was having analysts say a lot of ridiculous stuff, right before Skip Bayless left, ESPN had a complaint hotline where you can complain about people, make complaints. And last time I checked, they didn't have it. You can talk to a live person if you wanted to file a complaint against somebody, and it appears to me that they seem to have took it away. Now I'll look and see if they put it back up there, but they made it difficult to where you can make complaints about, basically on-air personalities, which I think is cowardly. Which I think is cowardly, where if you have an issue with what somebody says, you can't file a formal complaint. This is why Malika Andrews has been getting away with some of the stuff that she's been doing. Like I said before, she went rogue when she made that assessment. If I'm not mistaken, I think when they do those live broadcasts, when they're doing a panel, I think those guys can hear them. So when she made that assessment about Brandon Miller being drafted and his issues outside, I think he heard her. And I think everybody in the room heard her say that, which I think is even more embarrassing. And I think that if I'm Brandon Miller, I would, you know, have my people get in contact with ESPN now, where we may not have the proper way to get in contact with ESPN and go through the proper channels. More than likely, they do. But that was wrong what Malika Andrews did, and that's what I'm saying. She is black trash, and I don't give a damn if she is from Oakland. There's somebody from the same place as me on some BS. She or he gonna get called out. Just like I don't mess with Mr. Fab. That's one dude, that rapper from Oakland, Mr. Fab. That dude will never get a penny of my money. I won't ever buy his albums. I won't ever buy none of his gear. I'll never shop at his store. That's just real talk. Yeah, yeah, that's how she presents herself. I already know Malika Andrews is gonna get called out on that. And what she'll do some old condescending segment saying that it's preposterous to say that she's anti-black men when it's mountains to prove to show that she is. She's gonna say, this is what they all do. Oh, I'm not, I have a black father, so how could I be anti-black? What does that mean? But you date white men. Your history shows that you anti-black men because you don't say nothing about the white boys. So that's where we came with the assessment. But there you have it. But you guys, appreciate you guys being on here. I gotta cut it short because I gotta get ready to go to work overtime day. But I will do a continuous on basically once again the Errol Spence Fun Boys making excuses and dismissing Errol Spence's disrespectful Kuta Kinte remarks, because that's what they do. They're cornballs. I'll be back.